Now is our chance, my dear friends. Yes, Jurassic Park will be the vision that becomes manifest.
John, after what we've been through, aren't we moving too fast?
Precisely why we must move quickly, Dr. Sattler.
Once the world sees our dinosaurs, then there'll be no stopping us.
And that's the fear, isn't it? Not the dinosaurs, but failure.
It's my hope, Dr. Malcolm. And soon it will be mankind's. You'll see.
Oh, I already have.
Alright, looks like we're headed back to Isla Nublar. And John Hammond, in-game John Hammond, has already completely forgotten about the events of the first movie, it would seem.
Mr. Hammond, we should now be able to move the dinosaurs from Site B.
Yes, that's right. Where are we on the incubations?
We have the Triceratops and all the other species secured, John. We're ready.
Those will do very nicely. Shipped here to Isla Nublar.
Yes, sir.
They'll need suitable enclosures.
Of course. I have every faith and confidence.
Okay, welcome back. Work we did on Isla Sorna means we're in position to bring more dinosaurs. Use the arrival helipad to request the following species. Okay. Alright, seems pretty simple, and like we saw earlier, we already have habitats that are easily suitable for Triceratops, Parasaurolophus, and Dilophosaurus. Let's just make sure that we're not about to break any population barriers here. Remote incubation. Dinosaurs are incubated at the hatcheries on Isla Sorna, then delivered. Okay. That's pretty neat. It's definitely how they planned to do it in the movies and the novel. There technically were new dinosaurs on... I mean, we literally saw them giving birth out the egg, the baby velociraptor, so... But most of them were supposed to be from Site B. Anyway, arrival helipad... Remote incubation. Dilophosaurus. We have money and room for these, so we might as well. We might as well upgrade while we're thinking about it. And I don't have capacity yet, so we'll do Triceratops next. That's a neat idea. Kind of a subtle thing, but I like how they've kind of restructured how some of the buildings work. I'm still like, what is going on over here? How are these velociraptors even remotely happy? Well, do we have secure confinement for velociraptors? And that's all it says. So I mean, it's obviously is a really neat building to exist. I'm not really sure what else is going to happen with that. Or if, like, can guests see it? Like, does it increase park rating somehow? Or it might literally just be there for a decoration, which is completely fine. These are still incubating. I think I can research a few more diseases. One more. And I can't do any expeditions from here. Can I build the expedition thing? I can, so let's just do that. It hasn't asked me to, but why not? Okay, a dinosaur is ready to release from arrival helipad. Request Triceratops delivery. Okay, and I'm just gonna tell him where to put it. Pretty cool. We're gonna put you over here.
En route to pick up the asset.
Alright, that works pretty well. While we're waiting, let's get Parasaurolophus incubating.
Asset transported.
Let's just follow this path real quick just to see where it takes us. Okay, it eventually turns into grass, dirt instead of the concrete. And we get to go past the Dilophosaurus den. This can get really close to the fence, which is nice. I don't think oh my goodness, and it even has the gate. I didn't notice that earlier. Alright, then it turns into off-rail, and I just thought of something. As far as I can see, I don't even know where the vehicles come from. I mean, I would assume they'd start here, but there's no, like, function for that. I'm sure we'll find out about that later. I have to be honest, that's probably the thing I'm personally most excited about. But anyway, it looks like it goes somewhere in here, and I know I remember this from earlier, there's a dirt path looking thing that goes over this way. And that's just a regular gate. Yeah. So where does maybe it's just not finished yet. Because none of the other gates are the Jurassic Park gates, it's just this one, and there's no, unless you come straight back in through here maybe. Okay, cool. We can continue with our genomes, and we have access to more dinosaurs. Including Apatosaurus, which is kind of cool. I'm pretty sure... I don't remember exactly, but I'm pretty sure that when in the novel, because I know Apatosaurus isn't in... Okay, we got Spinosaurus too. Apatosaurus isn't in the first movie. It doesn't really show up until Jurassic World, actually. But in the novel, I think the first dinosaur that they see on the island is an Apatosaurus. It's either an Apatosaurus or Brachiosaurus, but I think it's Apatosaurus. I really want to see the Jurassic Park 3 Ankylosaurus. That one will be fun. Let's send one here. Okay, last dinosaur is ready. Let's get Parasaurolophus sent over here.
En route to collect the asset.
Jurassic Park
And
will need a tour, of course.
No, not this.
Trust me, those cars are no match for a T-Rex.
We will make sure it's done right. You can't always live in the past.
This whole island is one big monument to the past. When I studied to be a paleontologist, the chance of me ever seeing a living dinosaur was nil. The chance that I'd have to run for my life from one, even less than that. And now we are putting the public within biting range of them.
You're right, Alan. Hammond's gonna do this whether we approve or not. So we have to make sure every measure is being taken. We need the dinosaurs safe, and the people even safer.
Mr. Cabot, I assume you'll want to test the tour personally.
That's not really part of my job description. We should make sure that the tour ride allows guests to see all the dinosaurs. They should experience the wonder of this place.
And not the terror that we have.
That goes without saying.
I'm saying it anyway.
What's funny is Dr. Grant obviously to me doesn't sound anything like the actor in the movie, but he kind of sounds like how I would when I read the novel or the book, whatever. When I read the book, he sounds more like the gruff older man that's portrayed in the book compared to how he's portrayed in the movie. Anyway, Park Tour allows guests to experience all the dinosaurs up close. Research binoculars to extend the view range. Too much damage to vehicles from dangerous dinosaurs will cause the tour to enter an emergency shutdown and require a ranger team to reopen it once the... Yes. Yes. That sounds fantastic. There's nothing else for me to research right now. But let's passively remember to keep sending out dig teams. Construct park tour. Okay, it just kind of popped up in here. Mission Triceratops can be seen. Okay. Alright, so where do you want me to put this? Does this connect? It does. Snap onto fences. They already have like half of this thing built for me. So I'd kind of like to just continue it from there. Like this whole thing's already half built. Yeah, I can delete all this though. Yeah, it just stops. It just goes into nothing. I'd kind of like to just build it and connect it back to that though. How are we going to do that? I got an idea. I feel like disturbing this area is like a mistake, and I don't want to get rid of any of that. Can I put it onto the existing? No, I can't do that. How about this? We'll get rid of this section and then we'll put it down there. So that way we don't have to completely get rid of the starting area. Let's flatten that out, because I know the moment I do anything to alter the terrain, it's going to yell at me for daring to do such a thing. Alright, I think this will work. There's that one there. Just make sure that... I think this will work. Alright, cool. I can connect it to the existing pieces. Alright, so let's finish the ride. We need to make sure that they can see all the mission dinosaurs. Looks like there's like sort of a way that's already laid out for me to follow. Oh boy, this will be a long safari. And then we need to make sure that it goes into the Triceratops area. So let's just hop over here real quick. Does it make a Jurassic Park giant gate every time? Or is it... No, this is just a normal gate. I'm kind of curious, like, if the dinosaurs will, like, charge the vehicle, or, like, do I need to actually be careful of how I build this, or I have a feeling that might be a little too overly careful. And then we'll have this go along the back here by the Velociraptor pen. I'm curious if that'll count as visibility for dinosaurs or not. Alright, now I just need to build another substation. Alright, how many... Alright, it's not letting me edit the number of cars just yet, but we've got 2 of them out already. Ride the tour. Oh, what? It's pretty cool. Can I like zoom in? Switch camera.
Please make sure that you listen carefully to any safety announcements or instructions from staff.
I'm sure I'm not going to be able to see anything from the actual window here. But it's checked the box for Dilophosaurus, so the visibility must be huge. We gotta watch the thing go through the gate, and then we'll check on how big the sphere of visibility is. It's an interactive CD-ROM.
Your safety is important to us, so please follow any instructions in case of an emergency.
I can already see Brachiosaurus at the top of the hill.
Ladies and gentlemen, please be advised that our weather forecasts predict an incoming storm.
Oh boy, perfect timing. Now we just need need them to get stalled out by the T-Rex enclosure. So we've got 2 tour vehicles, something sick. So it sends out 2 at a time. Oh my goodness. I really like this. I think it'll open up a lot of freedom for how you design parks. Let's go get the medication ordered. And you can refill this while you're out there, please. Alright, I'm pretty sure that they should be able to see the Parasaurolophus soon. Of course, the mission one is the one that's sick. Let's hurry this up ourselves just a little bit. I'm not sure if you all can hear it, but I can definitely hear the windshield wipers. And I'm like positive I couldn't hear that before. It's pretty neat. These things are a little slow, but they'll get there. Let's check our visibility, if it'll let me. Oh, I see. So there's the normal circle, and then this is like a panning. These are the binoculars, and it'll move back and forth like a searchlight. And it seems... Is it just me, or is it like following the dinosaurs? Like once it sees one, it locks onto it to keep the visibility up? Because it's not moving from watching right here. Which we need it to move, because we need it to see the mission Parasaurolophus. But that's neat. That's a neat idea for how it would work. There we go. Alright, that should get checked off any second. Because you're right here. It's definitely... Okay, I was gonna say, it's definitely in the cone. Alright,
Today, we invite the rest of the world
that was
to
fast.
experience the wonder of Jurassic Park.
Hey kids, look, dinosaurs. And this time it's mostly safe, probably. And if you survive, you can buy a t-shirt.
There's a compliment in there somewhere.
We're not out of the jungle just yet.
Let's see how the park gets along, John.
And at the first sign of trouble...
I know. Remember, I've encouraged your skepticism.
And seeing people eaten by prehistoric creatures pretty much solidified it.
And now you know why I keep young Cabot around. Speaking of which, have any of you esteemed doctors laid eyes on my intern recently?
You'd think this is something he wouldn't want to miss.
Yes, you would.
So who is going to take care of his tasks then?
Oh, John Hammond. Okay, so... Before we open the park, let's clear this out. There's no T-Rex this time, and there's still the raptors, which you could argue are far more dangerous, but they're inside here, and... So, I mean, technically it's less dangerous, I suppose. But whatever, let's see what happens. Is this where I open the park? No. Open the park from the arrival helipad. Oh, this is cool. I personally like this, so it's gonna bring the guests in like however many at a time. As opposed to, well, maybe, I don't know, maybe it won't work that way, we'll see. Alright, here comes all this stuff, assuming we just get all that unlocked now. Alright, Alright, let's research all this fun stuff. We'll start with the restrooms, which is obviously the most important. And we've got new fossils unlocked. Dryosaurus, Herrerasaurus, Proceratosaurus, Styracosaurus, Euoplocephalus, and a ton of InGen archives. So I mean, basically we can just slap everything down right in this area because this one little building is going to provide all of the visibility that we need, as far as I can tell. I'm curious, do they lock on to the Velociraptor pen? There's even a ranger up there. Probably not the smartest idea to have the track going into this, but I'm still trying to figure out what the, aside from decoration, what the point of this thing is. Cabot keeps disappearing, by the way. I haven't not noticed that. Let's grab... What do we got down here? Extended feeders. We need this last building first. Food, drink, shopping, restroom. Also, the Dr. Grant, Dr. Sattler, and John Hammond faction bars are open. So let's see. Look at all the different kinds of contracts. Let's request a new one. Consultant K audition. Let's start with Dr. Grant because he's the best. Okay, I can do
Hammond
that.
wants us to increase the dinosaur population. I have my reservations, but so be it.
Alright, pretty simple. I want to get Stegosaurus in here ASAP because I really liked that one. But I'm gonna wait till it's a higher percent because we're gonna have to do 5 of them all at once. Are there any... Oh... Well, I can't tell. It doesn't preview the differences. Let's try this one. 1993 pattern A. And we'll give you a longer lifespan. Alright, let's try that. The Construction Crusade. This increases... Why does it have the Butterfly and John Hammond? And it's a Cabot Finch contract. There's like 3 different things going on here.
We're building something essential. And building that means we need, buildings. So, build one, huh?
Okay, so this is gonna be the little guest area. I really like how these buildings are smaller. I can put them, the amount of space that they need is much more manageable. And can we fit the gift shop here? That would be swell if I can fit everything right here. Not quite, but that's okay.
To the adverse weather, please take cover until the conditions have passed.
We got storms, apparently. Oh my god, of course. Nope, go away. You can just see the... You can just see the landscaping thing just jolts up. Let's flatten this out. There we go. And we'll just put our last building over here. Alright, next thing I want to take a quick gander at is... Oh, I think our Triceratops is incubated.
Ladies and gentlemen, head over to our new shop for your food or entertainment needs.
This is not cooperating quite how I would like. How about this one? Well, this is kind of unfortunate. I guess that counts. It's not what I wanted to do. We'll come back to that, I guess. I'm a little perplexed as to why it's not letting me build stuff. And apparently that building is just out of the way. You know, let's get our Dr. Grant contract done. Oh, okay, the Triceratops died. Try again. And let's attempt to focus on Stegosaurus if we can. And let's just rebuild all these buildings, and I'll pay attention to where the power station is this time. The paths normally don't work, they're not that particular, so I'm a little slightly worried about that, I guess. Let's get Cabot's Hotel up and running. Okay, that one worked like I was expecting. Let's see if I can just... I kind of have an idea that I think would be neat looking, if I can do it right.
Ladies and gentlemen, for your comfort...
Manual labor is really not my thing. So I'm glad there are other people out there willing to take on construction projects. You, for instance.
I'm kind of curious. I know that, like, whoever your quote-unquote character is doesn't really matter.
Well done.
But it would be...
more of.
It would be kind of neat if there was some sort of like, oh, you're Simon Masrani or something. Alright, let's have a fancy path for our shopping area. Alright, and these still are not connecting the way I
And gentlemen, head over
like.
to our new shop for your food or entertainment needs.
I'm really confused how these are. These are clearly like differently coded or something. That one's fine. Alright. Okay. So this is, it's like Dr. Malcolm's giving me the contract, but it increases Dr. Grant and Dr. Sattler reputation, which is totally fine, just a little bit different compared to the old system. How much micromanaging can I do here? We've got, this is the cafe, the Chilean sea bass. We'll stick with this, and it's already full. So we need full staff already, so that's good. T-Rex keyring. And then this, that's good. The bathroom needs staff, kinda interesting. And it's a cash sink. It doesn't make us any money at all.
And
That's
now we've reached
great.
the inevitable moment when art becomes commerce, with Finch nowhere to be seen.
We knew that John was running a business.
The dinosaurs should be a gift to the world.
Somebody pays, Dr. Grant. Somebody always pays.
Alright, so complete contracts to earn reputation and unlock rewards and reach a certain profit per minute. So I'm pretty sure to do that we just need to up our facility rating. Or, well, I haven't even checked on any of our actual ratings yet. Okay capacity, so even with one hotel, our capacity could be better. How about this? I'm sure. Okay, so this does not need staff at all. Kind of interesting. So let's deliver our new Triceratops,
Asset to be collected.
and we'll make sure to check in. Well, let's just take a minute to see what this new one looks like, even though it's nighttime and it's going to be kind of hard to see it. Because the ones that we were started with look very much like the original Jurassic Park Triceratops that we see off the path. And this one...
Asset has been transported.
Triceratops number 8. Well, it's really hard to tell, but I think that it's the same, like, new texture, but it's green. We'll name you so we can find you easier. Oh boy, coming up with these names are always difficult for me. You can be Lex, and you look like you're green. I think that's what's going on here. It's the green version of the new Triceratops. But we'll come back and check on you. So we need another hotel. Might as well just kind of put it over here. No reason not to for the time being. Let's take a minute to decorate a little bit. Restroom scenery. What does this even look like? And can I fit it? No, not there, but I can fit it here. And these look neat, so I mean, might as well. And we can pretend that these are something. Can't zoom in any farther than this, which makes it a little difficult. Having to tap on the controller is not the easiest way to try to align all this stuff either. But then again, I've never played it on PC, so maybe it's just as difficult. There we go. Nothing too fancy. Let's fix this real quick. We'll make it so that the path kind of goes a little bit at a nicer angle up the hill. There we go. Alright, so let's request contracts and just get more dinosaurs for now. Let's do John Hammond. Island rating 3 stars, okay. Bigger than a flea circus, that's adorable. I think we're ready to introduce Stegosaurus, so... I mean, this right here is just kinda this giant empty space that nothing is occupying. Everything is electrified. There's no normal fencing here. But I'm thinking of having our Stegosauruses live on the hillside here. I think that'd be kind of cool. With that being said, I don't know where I don't know, I almost feel like it's better to just leave this one alone. Because if I put it here, and putting water anywhere is going to be a
Mr.
joke.
Hammond is offering you a new contract. Don't let him down.
Yes, sir, Mr. Finch,
We
sir.
all know Jurassic Park has been in the red before. Very red. Like, watch your step red. So let's focus on getting in the black.
Even as a nerdy intern, he's fantastic. This looks like a pretty nice spot for the Stegosaurus. And before I get to construction, it would be wise of me to start incubating them. Do we have any other skins? I think oh, we do. We do. Let's get some basic ones first, just to kind of increase the odds of them surviving incubation. Because they're not at full genome yet. And I have to remember we actually have research now. So success rate 2.0 sounds good. And I think Herrerasaurus would just be a fantastic addition. I really, I love Ceratosaurus, but I've used Ceratosaurus so much that I don't really want our first new carnivore to be Ceratosaurus. So, let's see, this needs another staff member. We're very close to the higher island rating. Let's just get going on our new fence. I said I was thinking of keeping it kind of like JPOG with the whole 90-degree angle thing, but it's gonna be a bit difficult to do because this is much more of like a natural tour, like safari ride sort of deal, and not like a you know, put viewing gallery here sort of thing. So we're gonna, this is definitely big enough for a herd of Stegosauruses. We'll leave some space.
It should be recognized. So, congratulations. Maybe you're keeping us all from being on the menu a little bit longer, if you know what I mean, Jelly Bean.
Oh boy, just too much. Alright, so let's cover this with forest. And get some shrubbery in here. And this will be the Stegosaurus enclosure. And next door to it will be something else. We're not sure what we'll do with that yet, though. And yeah, we already have gates there, so what is going to be fun is I'm probably going to have to tranquilize them until I get 5 because they're going to get upset and try to break out, unless, can I build another arrival helipad? No, only 1 per island, so that's effectively 1 hatchery. Sort of. Right? Seems that way to me. What are we lacking right now? Facility rating is perfect, we just need much more dinosaurs. So let's do we have, is Herrerasaurus unlocked? It is, and it comes with 28% already done. Apatosaurus can probably be another new dinosaur after Stegosaurus, but we're kind of limited as far as speed goes because we can only do 2 at a time for now. So we're gonna request a delivery, and we're probably gonna have to tranquilize these 2 Stegosauruses right away because they're gonna start stressing out. Maybe.
The islands could use a bit of good news right about now, and you have provided it.
Alright, cool. So you can't, you can ride this, and you can research the binoculars, so that literally, like, if you're on the same plane of existence as the dinosaur, it'll count as visibility, which is great. I really like that.
Contracts can not only improve your knowledge, but can also help improve the park. Consider this one.
If you all ever, like, are thinking
See if life really
of...
can find a way to help us increase the dinosaur population.
if you ever are thinking of watching or listening to like on YouTube there's an audiobook of Jurassic Park that you can listen to, and the guy that reads it when he's doing Dr. Grant's voice sounds a lot like whoever's voicing Dr. Grant in this. So if you think of it that way, like if you think of him as in the book he is more of an older, gruffer man, I think that the voice sounds a lot better if you think of it that way. We don't need a gate, we need a herbivore feeder, please. And every 8 minutes is fine for now. These guys are unfortunately going to get stressed very quickly, so we're going to have to tranquilize them until we get more friends in here. Kind of annoying, but I hope y'all understand that I wanted to do Stegosaurus next. I'm thinking Herrerasaurus is going to be our next dinosaur, unless we get Apatosaurus first, which we actually probably will. So it'll be Stegosaurus, Apatosaurus, and then Herrerasaurus. So let's get the Herrerasaurus enclosure built. And, that should do. And let's get another gate over here. And this will be the Herrerasaurus area. And unfortunately, these guys are gonna be tranked for a bit, which isn't great. But they were going to start rampaging otherwise, so there's not much else I could do. I don't even think I have access to... Yeah, I don't even have access to hatchery capacity, and I can't build another helipad. So, I mean, basically I shouldn't have done Stegosaurus, I guess. Okay, we got all the cosmetics, just, whenever we want them, but for now we are not going to use any of these because we're going to be using the retextured skins, I guess. I suppose some of the other dinosaurs like Apatosaurus doesn't have any of those, so we could research those for them, but we'll hold off on that for now. Let's see if there's anything else worthwhile to research. Extended feeders. I'm not too worried about that yet. Let's grab Dryosaurus. And that'll be it for now, I suppose. Alright, I want to focus on the...
Dr. Sattler and I used to save champagne for special occasions. I guess this qualifies.
He's just such an older dude. The Jurassic Park experience aged him like 20 years. Okay, we can move our Stegosauruses, and we'll still need one more. So we might as well just have 6.
Asset to be collected.
Alright, so they're on their way. Let's get incubating 2 more stegos, and these ones will have... Actually, you know what? I have upgraded hatchery things to apply.
Delivery complete.
So, let's give these ones new skins. We've got... Let's just go down the line. I'm sure it's basically the same with the Triceratops, where it's the retextured version, but it's a different color. Speaking of which, let's check up on Lex, our new green Triceratops. There she is. I like that a lot. Look at the kind of more aqua coloring around her face. And there's the white underbelly. Sorry, these look much better than the original ones, and I'm pretty sure I'm not just saying that because they're new and sparkly and all that. Maybe I'll change my opinion over time, but I really like these. These are really good looking. Alright, so you all are also going to be upset because of your buddies. So we're gonna tranquilize you guys. Sorry. And let's check on our park rating. Facilities are perfect.
This new contract gives us improved data to work with, which can only help us achieve our goals.
Okay, new genome to 50%, easy enough. I know we're getting a big penalty because of the tranquilized dinos. Alright, Herrerasaurus is gonna be done soon. They want a new genome to 50%, so let's grab Dryosaurus. Looks like that's the only site that Dryosaurus is at. So we got a storm coming in. Let's also work on Ankylosaurus. That's probably the other. We haven't seen that one yet because there hasn't been one roaming around. That's probably one of the ones I'm most excited to see, though. I mean, the only things that could potentially get out at this point are the Dilophosaurus, I guess, because I still don't understand the thing, like, what's going on with the raptor pen? I feel like that's just a bomb that's waiting to go off at some point. Looks like it's no tornado at least. Safety rating low. I'll turn this on just in case. It looks just like the bunker out of the movie. So one thing I mentioned that I wanted to look at earlier was this tab, and it unfortunately looks like there's nothing's changed with how the dinosaur rating is achieved. They've added visibility over here, so I'm assuming that also matters now, or maybe it matters more than it used to matter. But I was kind of hoping that they'd make something with the whole dinosaur tour. Yeah, we're on number 6 right now. How can you know anything about an extinct ecosystem? So these are all just quotes from the movie. Cameras is the only new-ish sounding thing that's listed for us to unlock. Okay. Emergency over. Let's check on our dialos. They are the only thing that we need to be concerned about. Aside from the raptors, but like I said, I don't know what we're doing with them.
Adding to the list.
Open up the park again. And our stegos should be ready, so that means we can untranquilize the other 4, thankfully.
Heading to pick up the asset.
I like that it automatically sends you back instead of me having to manually go back and forth every time. And let's move these poor guys.
Asset collection request.
They can wake back up.
Acknowledging asset collection request. Asset requiring collection. Heading to collect the asset.
And we probably should have one more feeder.
Asset has been delivered.
Let's put another feeder more relatively secluded-ish. Building constraints, okay.
Transporting asset.
We'll just terraform a bit if it's gonna be like that.
Asset delivered. Delivery complete.
And we'll have this one dispense a little less often.
Asset transport.
Alright, where's our new stegos? Of course it's not pure daylight again, so it's gonna be hard to see the difference. I think this is one of the original ones, though. Here's a new one, I think. You're more of like a burnt, darker color. Looks nice. And you, it's hard to tell. You're more of a green. This is the Triceratops color that we used, but on Stegosaurus. Okay, we just finished mission 5. That was kind of the first long, beefy one. Alright, so, well, let's see what the starting dialogue is for mission 6, and then I'm gonna end it for now, but I don't want to miss out on any interesting dialogue. So let's hear what they have to say for mission 6.
Mr. Hammond says we need more attractions in the park.
Living dinosaurs aren't enough?
Of course, they attract attention, Dr. Grant, but once people see what they can't believe they're seeing, they've seen it.
I am honestly trying to follow you.
People always want more.
The dinosaurs should be enough.
Maybe we can give them a new one.
Alright, well, things appear to be going rather well. Good job. In the interest of striking while the iron is hot, we want you to introduce a new attraction, the Compsognathus, or Compy for short. And, okay, so we got new research fence and new dinosaur.
Well, let's go for the combies. They're relatively harmless, right?
Really, Alan? Nothing here is harmless.
Now, if we could only make Mr. Hammond believe that. Impressive. Dr. Sattler and I could use someone with your skills in Montana. If we ever get back there.
Alright, we'll grab the research real quick, and then we will proceed with this one in the next episode for Mission 6. Thank you all very much for watching, and I'll see ya later.